Oh, hey there, it's the dude with a degree. Do you know that I really like 3D printing? It's an exciting manufacturing process that can be done by anyone. I bought this 3D printer for less than 300 euros. And you can easily find on the internet a lot of printers that are way cheaper. You can use them to print various products and sell them to make money. Easy, right? Wrong! You still have to create a great product, open a business, deal with legal issues, maintain the right machines, and make sure that you have a steady supply of raw material. Let's just focus the topic of this video on the impact that 3D printing had on the prototyping and manufacturing world. Creating a prototype is no easy task. All the tooling costs, the hours spent designing everything, and the eventual need for last-minute modifications forced many companies to choose between a risky bet and a safer but slower approach. After all, why would you create a new product if you do not even know if it will fail? Or even worse, when you can't even afford it? One of the many reasons this happens is because many manufacturing processes need molds that are expensive to buy or to make and expensive to maintain. Molds can also limit the features that the finished part can include, forcing sometimes to use other manufacturing processes to refine the product before it's considered ready for shipping and selling. 3D printing is helping overcoming this obstacle by producing the desired parts without the need for a mold and by being accurate enough to generate the desired features on the part without the need for further modifications. 3D printing is also called additive manufacturing. Why, you might ask? Well, let me explain it quickly. Instead of obtaining the final product by removing undesired portions of material, we put more and more layers of the material we like on the surface and retrieve the final product once the process is done. Here we have a block of cheese. Now I'm going to perform some subtractive manufacturing by just cutting a piece of it and eating it. Damn, that's some good ass cheese! Okay, now we have to make an example of additive manufacturing. Why don't I just show you my 3D printer? There are many ways to manufacture parts made of various materials using additive manufacturing. Some are basically accessible to everyone, while others are way more reserved to companies, depending generally on the cost, especially if patents are involved. Using 3D printing for prototyping, there is no need to figure out the life cycle of what we want to mass produce until we are actually ready to mass produce it. We're cutting costs down, we are saving time, everyone's happy. But dude, why do we even need to use different processes and machines when we just have 3D printing? Can't we design, prototype and manufacture everything with 3D printers? Are you hiding something from us? Of course I'm hiding something. This drawing that I keep in my underwear will easily show you how what you desire is actually impossible. Here you can see a comparison between 3D printing, the continuous line, and injection molding, the dotted line. On the x-axis we find the number of units per lot, and on the y-axis we find the manufacturing cost per unit. As you can see, as the lot gets bigger, the manufacturing cost for injection molding decreases faster than 3D printing, and after a certain number of units per lot, injection molding becomes cheaper than 3D printing. Of course, you could still manufacture very big lots by 3D printing, but since this difference of costs could actually be the reason that puts you out of business, I really would not recommend you doing so, unless you really know what you're doing. This rule of thumb is true the other way around as well, so if your lots are smaller, 3D printing can be the best idea. It all comes down to how many units your lot is made of. The more you want to manufacture, the more efficient your process is going to be. If you'd like to see an example of a business manufacturing parts using 3D printing, take a look at this video from channel Out of Dots. The greatest thing about 3D printing though is that it can be used by anyone to give a second chance to an old or broken product that would be otherwise thrown away. Let me show you something. A few months ago I was assembling these storage racks for my garage, but I figured out I did not have enough plastic feet. So I modeled one, printed it many times, and now I'm using them, and they are doing their job perfectly. You can download them from Thingiverse if you don't believe me, or you know, if you need them for your racks. Another thing I want to show you is this. Look at these swimming goggles! I recently lost this thingy here, and with my 3D printer I can print another one without needing to throw this otherwise good pair of goggles in the garbage. Ta-da! Beautiful! Oh, fuck! Okay, they work. This is an effective method that every customer can use to bypass planned obsolescence. There's no need to buy a new product if I can make the otherwise unfindable spare parts by myself. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on 3D printing. Do doubt. Wait, I had a 3D printer to review. Fuck!